To all my guys out there on the Raptor group, name here's Josh. This is a 13 Raptors. You can see it's pulled apart right now, so a lot going on here. So anyways, everybody who wants to do supercharger, need to upgrade that. That is a Billet built oil pump. Livernoise did all the work as far as building it up. I just installed it here. This here is down in my garage. So if any of you guys want to try to knock this out yourself, if you don't want to pay a mechanic, if you're pretty, mechanically driven, this is a lot of work. Lots of pictures taken. Just to get the whole front clip off is not too bad. You just have a bunch of bolts here and here. You will have to unhook all the tranny lines, which come right down here. Of course, that's your power steering pump there. Everything was pretty easy for the most part, just time consuming. Took about a day to take it apart. We are almost done with this project. As you can see, we got brand new cams put in it. Those are the Livernoise cams. They're about 2 centimeters bigger in lift. Haven't really calculated that in inches. So you'll definitely see a lot more chop. We still got to do the valve springs on this size, but as you can see, so far where we're at is these are the bigger valve springs, seats, locators, and brand new seals. Then of course you can get this tool here. I think this works a lot better than the little universal one that grabs onto it. This one's better, attaches to the head, just compresses down, pretty easy. And then you just pull that handle and you push it back the other way and it goes down. So you will have to unhook spark plugs when you're turning the engine. You can use this to do your valves. You have to put one in each bank. So right now we're in bank 3 on this head. So that'll be these 2 valve springs right here, as you can see, and that one right there as well. So put air into it. Make sure all the spark plugs are put back in while you're doing it. Make sure to keep it airtight. The engine will move a little bit while you put this air in. It'll keep everything airtight in there. I'm using a DeWalt compressor. That's about 175 PSI. I have it set to 150 in the tank. And then of course, stay tuned for tuning, or timing, as we call it. We do have to get all these chains timed, but before we do that, we have to do the valve springs. We'll do the chains, and then I'll show you guys how we're going to do the rocker arms. And then we got some parts here. This is the full Livernoise cam kit that you can get from Livernoise Motorsports. You got these rocker braces. These ones here attach the braces to each other, so it gives a little bit more better hold. And then of course, this is kind of what's going in there. Locator, valve spring. You'll see a little bit of a gap too. Talk to the guys at Livernoise. When you put it on there, the valve does get a little bit bigger on the inside. Now again, this is for guys who want to do it themselves. If you're all paying a mechanic, just disregard what you're seeing here. So that'll have a little bit of a gap because it gets thicker inside the valve stem. And you put the spring on, compress this, you got these little locks right here. So you just have to have a really small magnet. If you guys are going to do boost along with cams, I recommend getting one of these. You'd kind of be dumb not to get it. No offense to the guys out there, don't take it personal. This right here is a good $500 insurance for your motor. So, when you're adding boost and bigger lift on your cams, that harmonic balancer on the stock one is going to definitely not do the trick. So this is going to keep it a little bit more balanced. You won't hear any noise or rough idling or anything like that. Of course, I do recommend replacing your belt while you do it. So figuring if you have everything out. If your truck has low mileage, there's a few things you can get away from. I did do my water pump. I'm at 120, so brand new from Ford. Everything's new on this too. As you can see, the cam phases are brand new. I'm not using any old stuff. The guides, the tensioners, everything is going to be brand new. Of course, I have all the bolts marked where everything was at. You can change out your oil pump without doing your pan. Obviously, you're going to have to get your front clip off to do that. There's a handful of guys that have done it with the front clip on, but if you can get the timing cover off, it's honestly really not that hard. It's just these 2 bolts right here. These right here are 9mm bolts. You get into pretty hand tight. Just make sure that you level tight it if you can't get a torque wrench behind there. Of course, I always recommend replacing your cam gear. Just kind of easy stuff for the most part. Grease it up, engine assembly lube, and you're in. So that kind of does it for now. We'll have a little bit better look later, some startup, cold start. So any guys in the Raptor group, you want to do some cool stuff, I think this would be a nice, good choice for you. I feel like if you upgrade your cams, your oil pump gears, your boost are honestly going to get a lot more, tuning capability. Keep in mind those cam phasers do have limiters in them too, so it'll limit how much your retard and advance goes. So anyways, this is it. Let me know what you guys think, and stay tuned.